Hey ladies, I am completely unprompted, just wanted to sit down and make a video. Thursday nights I like to do some training for the entire team, but this Thursday I'm going to spend time with my family because tomorrow night I have a home party which takes some time away from my family, so I'm kind of swapping that around. Basically, what do I want to talk to you about? I want to talk to you about how amazing you are. I want to talk to you about how great things are going for us. And I want to talk to you about how a few little things in Train Your Brain really will change your business and why and how that works. So, um, basically, everybody's doing super great. I'm super excited. I'm really excited with the way our team is going, the trend we have, the new consultants on the team. Um, we have gotten new jam babies. I absolutely love it. So let's continue to build those relationships and welcome those people to the team. Let's continue to really help people feel successful so that they are successful. And that's kind of a chain your brain principle is basically what you think about and what you believe is what's going to happen. So let's talk about the science behind this. Our brains are full of craziness, right? Like there's so much stuff in there. There's your conscious thoughts, your unconscious thoughts, everything's filtering through. It's crazy. So basically we have a reticular activating system, and I always get caught up on that. We have a reticular activating system that basically filters out everything that your mind expects to see, or filters in everything that your mind expects to see. And it really helps you because you have like a zillion things coming at you all the time, right? Like you have all this outside information that your brain has to filter for you and only give you the most important stuff. So the reticular activating system basically just gives you what your unconscious thinks you need to know. So this is great because it really helps you not have to focus on the fact that there's a wall in front of you. It doesn't have to focus on the fact that you are, you have your routine and this is what you do next. It doesn't have to focus on, making dinner that much because you know how to chop a vegetable, whatever. It doesn't have to focus on breathing. It doesn't have to focus on walking. You do all those things without it. So your reticular activating system really just helps you focus on certain things. Okay, so that's the good point. The point in Train Your Brain is that your reticular activating system and your unconscious truly only believe like black and white. It doesn't see things differently. It doesn't understand nuances, etc. So if you start thinking, let's go with recruiting right now. I feel like I've done a lot of these on hosting recently. So let's do on recruiting. If you start thinking like, nobody wants to join my team, nobody wants to join my team, nobody wants to join my team, I can't grow my team, then your reticular activating system is going to start saying, and your unconscious is going to start saying, yeah, that's true. Nobody wants to join your team. And it's going to only show you the people who don't want to join your team. You're not going to be able to pick up on the fact that there are other people out there who may be interested in getting more information and learning more about joining your team. So that's the positive and the negative, because the opposite is also true. If you start saying business is booming, people want to join my team is growing, things are amazing, and start really letting your unconscious believe that and repeating it so your unconscious says, oh, this is something that we're looking for now. Okay, then your reticular activating system will pick that up and you'll start seeing everywhere little signs. This person might be good for my team. Let's ask her. This hostess is doing amazing. Let's remember to ask her. And things are going to start going your way. And it's not necessarily, oh my goodness, when it starts clicking, it feels like magic. Like it just feels like magic. And it's not necessarily, it's not magic, right? It's just that your mind just does that little shift and you start thinking about things differently. And because you're thinking about things differently, you're putting a different self out into the world, just a slightly different thing. And then all of a sudden all these great things start happening. So how to change that story, that little thought process inside your head, how to get your reticular activating system to start thinking about something in a positive light instead of a negative light. That is the premise of Train Your Brain. And the idea and the way to do it is you start, first of all, always being aware of what stories you're telling yourself. Now, I can honestly tell you that the story I've been telling myself about our team lately, and that had been for months and months and months, and I've changed this around. So the story I had been telling myself was, I don't have any leaders on my team. Nobody can get up to leadership. Hold on, my kid is going to come in the room maybe. Nope, she's not. Okay, so I don't have any leaders. And that was what I continued to tell myself. And that's really what happened. I had maybe one good strong leg, and everybody else pretty much fizzled out. What I've been telling myself lately is like, my team is full of leaders. I am attracting leaders. People want to become leaders. And I've realized, like, since January, I think I've had like 5 or 6 or 7 people on my team say, I really would like to get to team manager. I'd really like to get to lead consultant. I'd really like to, quit my day job and do this full, at home. I don't even like to say full time, because you don't have to work full-time hours to get amazing pay. I'd really like to make this more than it is. And I've started picking those up. And I've started treating you guys differently because of that. And not only that, but I'm starting to think, like, everybody who walks into my team, walks into our family, walks into our group, you guys are all going to be leaders. I have no doubt that you guys are all going to be leaders. And you know what the thing is? I realized that the moment you get a consultant on your team, the moment you start thinking like you're growing your team, that's when you become a leader. And you really start stepping up way before maybe you're a lead consultant, or way before you're a team manager. You really start thinking like a leader and working like a leader. And I love that. And I've been noticing that on a team, like this person's helping and that person's helping, and these people are all acting like leaders. And I don't know that you guys have changed necessarily. What I've put out there has changed. You're responding because I'm responding differently. And my mind now sees that all these people out there want to be leaders. It's amazing. So, first of all, the very first step in all of this is start to be aware of the thoughts that go on your head. It doesn't have to be about your business, but it really does make a big difference when you work on this in your business. But you start thinking about the thoughts that go on your head. I can't get sales. All these people are broke. They aren't going to buy anything. I can't get bookings. Nobody wants a home party. Nobody wants a Facebook party. Facebook parties are terrible these days. Vendor events are horrible and a waste of money. Nobody wants to join my team. I shouldn't have done this, etc., 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 right? So you start really thinking about that. I really hope that I've been using the right microphone this entire time. I'm gonna finish up the video and then we'll see, won't we? Have to redo it if not. So anyway, you start being aware of those, and then you choose one, the one that you think is going to make the biggest impact in your life, or the biggest impact in your business, and you switch that one, and you just do one at a time. Okay, just one at a time. So let's say, one second. I am making a video. How can I help you?
Making that you're having a water bird outside.
Oh, that sounds like lots of fun. I will come see when I'm done with my
I
video.
know how to turn on the sun.
You turned on the sprinkler. It's only like 50 degrees out. It's pretty cold, right? Okay, I'll come see when I'm done with my video, okay? Have fun. And that's how I parent. So really all it takes is you choose one thing that you think is going to make the biggest impact on your business. If I were you, I would work on bookings or recruiting, okay? And then you just start turning that around, and you work yourself up the emotional scale, and you think about like despair. It goes despair, fear, anger, frustration, hope, joy, bliss. I don't know the end. Hope, joy, something, something, something. Knowing, bliss. Okay, so basically you figure out where you are on the emotional scale. Let's do bookings. I'm really, I can't despair, right? Like I can't get any bookings. Nobody wants bookings. Okay, back up. The reason I'm doing bookings is because if you focus on bookings, bookings will give you sales, bookings will give you more parties, bookings will give you recruits, right? Okay, there you go. That's why I focus on bookings so much. Okay, back up. So you're in despair and you're like, I just can't get any bookings. No, my business is going nowhere. I just can't do it. And then you like look at the next step on the scale is fear. And then you start saying and you move yourself through it 1 to 2 minutes at a time. Okay. So I know, like, it just seems so terrible. Like, this is horrible. I can't get any bookings. And then you start thinking about scared. I'm really scared because I made this decision to start my business and I spent all this money and I can't get any bookings. And I'm just really scared about that. What if I fail? I'm scared of being a failure, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is in your mind that it works, okay? And then you move up your next one, frustration or anger. Yeah, I'm so pissed that my friends won't book parties. Why can't they just book parties with me? It's so simple. It doesn't hurt them to do anything to do a Facebook party. All that happens is they're helping me out. Why won't they book parties? And you get angry. And then the next one, I'm so frustrated that I can't get parties and my friends won't get bookings and I can't get bookings from other parties. And I'm just really frustrated about it and I just don't know what it is. And then the next one, from frustration, you can go into hope really quickly. I hope I can get bookings. I hope my friends will book parties. I hope somebody on my launch party will want to book a party. I hope that somebody in my mystery hostess party will book a party. I hope, and you just start saying all these things, right? You turn it into hope, and then you can turn it into the next step, and then you can turn it into the next step. But the beauty of this little thing is, as long as you're in hope, as long as you can continue to say, I hope this happens, you can take action. And the action that you take, as long as you're in hope or above on the emotional scale, the action that you take will be the correct action. Okay? So, here's the other half of this. Feel good first, then take action. So when you're in despair and you don't think you'll ever get another party, do not be trying to book parties because that's going to come across. And your reticular activating system, not only is it going to come across in the way you ask people, but your reticular activating system is going to pick up the cues that tell you you're in despair and you're never going to get another party. But if you can get yourself with the hope, I hope this is going to happen, then your reticular activating system is going to start seeing the positives. Look at this person has a wish list that's huge. She's placed an order. She's got a huge wish list. Let's ask her. Of course she's going to do a party because she has a huge wish list. She likes the jams. She just put them on, whatever. Then this is how it works. It's that simple. You feel good about what you're doing, and then you take action. Now, we can talk about mantras. We can talk about all that kind of stuff. We can talk about changing your story. It's super easy. It just takes one mantra or one new story in 72 hours. So let's talk about a story. A story will pretty much gets you your mantra. So let's talk about stories. Basically, if you're in despair about you can't get bookings, that's your story. Your new story is going to say, you know what? I used to not be able to get bookings. I was having a really hard time getting bookings, but now, and this is the key words, but now I'm starting to see that people want to get parties. I'm starting to have more people interested. Even if it's not quite 100% true yet, you can say, I'm starting to see, I'm starting to feel, I'm starting to notice that people are more interested. These little transition words will get you a really good news story. But now I'm starting to XYZ. I was having a hard time booking parties, but ever since I turned my story around, this is happening. Ever since I turned my story around, I can see why people would book parties with me. I can branch out and ask for home parties. I can ask for a catalog party. People are interested in jams. Ever since April 1st, or ever since I watched Sarah's video, whatever it is, you can tell that story. And then you're going to repeat this every time you catch yourself saying something's not right. Every time you start saying, have a negative story, you can catch yourself and turn it around. Ever since, or it was happening, but now. And tell yourself your new story. And do that for like 72 hours and tell yourself the same story, the new story, the positive story, over and over and over again, as many times as you can in the next 72 hours. It's 3 days. At the end of your 3 days, you're going to get a mantra that works really well for you. It could be something as simple as, but now booking parties is easy. And then your mantra is going to be, booking parties is easy. And you're going to be amazed because then you're going to start using that mantra, saying it 50, 100, 200 times a day, as frequently as you can. Whenever you remember, when you're at the stoplight, you say it 50 times. When you're trying to calm down from your kids, you say booking parties is easy, booking parties is easy, booking parties is easy, instead of focusing on your kids. When you're waiting for the water to boil and you're making tea, booking parties is easy, booking parties is easy, booking parties is easy. And your mind starts believing it. You don't have to believe it at first. That's fine. Your mind starts to believe it. If you want something super general, a great mantra is business is booming. Because that can mean you're getting sales, that could mean you're getting parties, that can mean you're getting team members, whatever it is, business is booming. If you want a double crazy amazing one, put two together with a because. Booking parties is easy because I am eating healthier. Okay, even if you're not eating healthier, you're going to start saying it to yourself, so you're going to remember to eat healthier. So that's the eat healthier part. And then the booking parties is easy. Literally, both of those things will start to happen. It's amazing. This is how Train Your Brain works. This is why I'm so geeked about it. I know I will come at you all the time. Listen, I want to hear your stories. I want to help you say new things. I want to help you with a great mantra or a great new story. I want to help you book parties. I want to help you do all those things. So when you come to me, I'm going to ask you what your story is. And I'm going to see where you are in the emotional scale, and I'm going to move you up. That's what I'm going to help do. Because once you get those parts in place, the rest of it happens like magic. It really does. So I hope that this was good training for you guys. I am so excited with where we are in sales. I'm going to do some posts in the next couple of days on the Stomp the Zeros and the everythings. I know that some of you are really pushing for lead consultant this month, and I am so excited for you because I know you guys are going to make it. I think there's like 5 or 6 of you who are pushing for lead consultant, and it just makes me so excited. I love it when you guys get excited about your business. Isn't it easy? It's so fun. It's so fun and easy when you're excited. So that's why you want to move yourself up the emotional scale, because everything's better when you're happy, right? Yeah, so much better. You come from a positive place. You come from a happy place, and everything and everyone around you is different and wonderful. And that's how Train Your Brain works. It's pretty common sense, except that we don't all do it, right? It's one of those common sense things we just don't all do. So I hope that helps. I hope you'll take this as a quick little 20-minute video instead of our 30-minute session. I hope you start using Train Your Brain. Listen, if you want a copy of Train Your Brain audio, talk to me. We'll get you something set up.